You don't want to show fear. Fear is the one thing that you don't want to show. But I knew where I was going to go when I died, which allowed me to keep a cool head. You can't threaten me with heaven. You can go ahead and kill me, but you're just going to put me in a better place. So go ahead. And I had that attitude. I had already pre-booked a trip for my mother, my father, and my sister to come out to visit me. I thought about it when I was being held hostage. You know, if I'm actually killed, they're actually going to be getting tickets to my funeral.
Well, as I sat there, I thought, here I am in this store. My family doesn't know where I am. I don't know if I'll ever see them again, and I never got to tell them goodbye.
Okay.
And that started to wear on me a little bit, and I thought, you know, the emotions took over, and I thought, I can't let this happen, because if you become emotional and you become a focus for them, you might be the one they might want to shoot and send out and be the example. So I kind of pulled myself back together, and I thought maybe for a while if I kept my head down and didn't look at them and draw attention, that perhaps I wouldn't be noticed. But then I looked at myself and I said, are you kidding? I had a bright pink outfit on. And I thought to them I must be like a blinking light in the night.
Bring the tea, okay? You go to the Chinese store and you get the ginseng root.
I started to think the things are not going well. They're not getting their demands. And that
How do I know you do what you say?
it's not going to turn out like I thought it would. You knew that somebody was going to be very seriously hurt or killed.
No one would dare attempt to attack them or to upset them, because we had to move and speak with severe caution, because they were very, very unpredictable.
You do nothing. Let me tell you something. Car? No. How are we gonna get to Thailand in a car? A 40-person helicopter. Bring it now.
I just started freaking out, and at that time I was 5 months pregnant. I think that was just all too much drama for me, and my body started going into cramps. I mean, something's wrong. I'm in too much pain. And my cousin was saying, "Stop it. You're starting to panic. Everything's gonna be all right." They said, "Okay, we're gonna start letting people use the restroom one at a time." I told her, "Look, I have to go. I'm leaving. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back." She goes, "No, you're not. No, you're not." She's holding on to me. She said, "No, you're not. You're not leaving me here. I'm not dying alone, and you might not come back. Or what if they kill you back there? Don't go." I said, "No, I got to use this restroom, because you know what? I'm cramping, and I'm sweating, and I'm shaking, and I think I'm dying."
For them to pick that store and then to do what they did, it is kind of unbelievable that the two just are coincidental. Bad guys hitting on good guys.
Okay, everybody, we come here to die.
On April 4th, 1991, 4 young men with a very, very ill-conceived plan set about the process of taking a store over violently, very well armed, and it actually took custody of a large number of shoppers.
Please don't! Go on. Lock it! Lock the door!
Their demands were a little unusual. One of the things they initially asked for was 1,000-year-old ginseng plants, which in their culture, they provide energy. Frankly, I didn't know where to get a 1,000-year-old ginseng plant. Secondly, they wanted full body armor. Well, we didn't have full body armor, but we did wind up giving one vest initially to get the women and children out. They wanted a helicopter, and they wanted a letter from the president giving them free passage to go to Vietnam. They were asking for things that were impossible. It was the most tense situation I've ever been in my life, and don't want to be in another one like it.
And we find the guy, Al, he's hiding from us. And now he's gonna be the first to die. And we won $3 million. We won a bulletproof vest, and we won the pizza in 10 minutes, or he died.
Get him a body bag.
The price changed. Now it's $1 million instead of $3 million. Now, and where's our RoboCop outfits? I thought they wanted vests. And where's our Chinese food? And it's supposed to be pizza. They don't even remember their own demands. They changed so much.
They wanted us frightened and intense. I think they were just frustrated with their lives. They wanted to feel like big men for a change. They wanted to have other people basically shut up and listen to them for a few minutes. They wanted to scare somebody. They wanted to feel powerful.
Hey, I like that watch. How much?
Under the circumstances, I think you can just have it.
That what you think, man? I don't want to steal from you. You steal from me. I have no life. I hate this country. The education system no good. I can't get no job, can't join the army. We don't belong here. What are we supposed to do, huh? It's hopeless. That's why we die here.
They said, we can't get jobs, we're uneducated, we do not like your education system, and we can't go to your military. You've treated the people in our country poorly. You treat us poorly in your country. We're just gonna start killing you guys because we already know we're gonna die and we really don't care and we don't like America.
Everybody out. Now!
I certainly had accepted at different points that death was a possibility, that I might not make it out.
I'm losing my patience. I'm losing my patience. Give it now. Don't yell, okay? Tell them to give it here and now. And I will start shooting right now. Someone's gonna die.
I was a member of the SWAT team, the Special Enforcement Detail for the Sacramento County Sheriff's Department. When I got to the scene, it was very chaotic. Lots of patrol cars, lots of officers running around. The streets around the Good Guys electronics store were really just full of traffic, and police officers and law enforcement and fire personnel. Every news media channel that I can think of was on scene.
This electronics store is completely surrounded by ground troops, by aviation support. We had helicopters in the sky flying in tight orbit over it.
Deputy McGinnis, what's our status on the perimeter?
I got all the side entrances and the back entrance covered.
I want a couple of guys up on the roof with me.
I, of course, was a member of the Special Operations Detail to ensure that the suspects could not escape, either out the front door, back door, side door, or the roof.
The parking lot is already a carnival atmosphere, roped off, cop cars everywhere with rifles pointed at them, but really they're in front of you. So the rifles are really pointed technically at you.
The vest, naked, okay? Do you hear me? Hey, you better hurry up, man.
I thought maybe they would realize that they're not going to get what they want. They might as well give up and we're all going to walk out safe and sound. But I realized this is not what it's leading up to.
They were very bent on maintaining control. They wanted to control things. No regard for the well-being and lives of those upon whom they had a profound effect that day.
Let me make it easy with you, man. Okay, make it easy. I know, man. And if we should all people there, we surrender, go out, or we die still be here. What's the difference?
If you surrender now, nobody will hurt you.
It was very, very tense, and every decision was weighed, every move we made was weighed towards trying to rescue the hostages and get people out of there in one piece.
We discovered that there was really only two ways to get into the store, and one of those was through the front doors. There was a second way in the back hallway that got into a storage room, and then eventually that would lead into the showroom where the hostages and the hostage takers were at. And this was the first actual hostage rescue in the history of the Sheriff's Department.